Having installed the RSForm Pro Profile Plugin from Vast Development Method, you could activate them by clicking here. There are two plugins. One is the System plugin for RSForm Pro Profile, which basically integrates RSForm with the profile. And the other one is User Profile, which is a profile plugin that was originally built for RS membership to bring its fields over to your default Joomla profile page. We have adapted that so that it also includes the RSForm Pro profile. So we'll look at each of these individually. First, we'll be looking at RSForm's profile plugin by Vast Development Method. What we'll need to do is simply enable it here. Then we'll go to the RSForm Pro Manage Forms page. We'll open a form. Then we'll go to Properties. Scroll down and we'll see under Extras another link called Joomla Profile. This is where that plugin is set. So you have two options, either targeting existing users or new users, either leaving it not active or active, as well as setting a unique key phrase that identifies the fields that you would like to display, as well as the targeting group that you would like to have this profile integration to target. Okay, so let's look at the first setting. Are you having existing users, which would be no, or new users, which would be for registration? Which kind of users is going to submit this form? If it is going to be new users, we need to ensure that the RSForm registration plugin is enabled, and that it is also, if we say that this plugin is active, then that it's also linked to this form. So that means that your RS Joomla registration integration plugin for RSForm must be linked to the same form as the one that is targeting new users. If you are targeting existing users, then you do not need to have that plugin linked to this form. It can then be questionnaire or something targeting existing users, and we will be able to carry that information over to their profile. Do realize though that since you're targeting existing users, there may be multiple entries from the same user. Therefore, only the last entry will show in the user profile. All the previous entries will simply be ignored. In the user profile, of course, that entry that is shown will be able to be updated and will be saved back into the profile. Unless he goes and enters another time on this form, then that changes would again be discarded. So be advised, we might look at in future terms to make some improvements to that, but for now this is how it works. Then obviously you need to make this active for this plugin to function on this form, and the unique key phrase, we need to put that in front of the name field of each. Why is that necessary? Well, if we look at the components, these fields, the username field, if we're going to do new user registrations with this form, and the email and the password field, these three fields are by default added to the user's profile page, and we therefore would not need them to be added. We would only want the company size and the positions to be added. So for that reason, we would put this profile underscore unique identifying key phrase in front of the name field. And by doing so, our plugin will be able to identify that, aha, only these fields, these two, are the fields that he needs to load into the profile. So that is how you identify the fields, is with that unique key phrase that you add to the front of the name field. Okay, and then the targeting group is registered at this point. And we actually do want new users, but we don't have the other plugin active yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save and close out of here and just quickly go and activate that plugin. So we activate this plugin, and we go back to RSForm. Open that form again, properties, and then Joomla registration. We turn that to yes, self, the selected fields that we want to use for this plugin. And then this one is also correct. Everything is set, and we click save and close. Next, we will need to enable the VDM Profile Plugin. Plugin Manager. We search for VDM and we see User Profile VDM. This plugin is what takes the information submitted from RSForm and puts it into the profile. So we'll see there is a number of fields here. This plugin was originally built for RS membership. So you see it as a field for source. Basically, from where does it need to get the fields. Then it has an active field and target group. Now I know we've already set the target group in the RSForm profile by VDM. We've already set it there, but since it is required for RS membership that this be set, we unfortunately need to still have you set it for RSForm as well. Again, here, make sure that the target groups here is the same as the one set into the RSForm. It's the one we did before, and then this must be set to on. So we won't be doing RSForm membership now in this demonstration, but just that you would know, you could actually have the default fields from RS membership as well as that from RSForm displayed in the members profile page by using this plugin. And so there are many diverse reasons you might want to do that. For our purpose now, we'll only do RSForm Pro, and we're only targeting the registered group, and we're putting this to on. All the others, make sure that all the others are set to off, unless you are also wanting to target another group, for example, with the membership fields, let's say the editors. Then you would do it that way. Okay, so for now we'll leave this to off, as well as unticking those, and then enabling this, and save and close. Well, that is the process of setting up the plugins for RSForm Pro to integrate with Joomla's default profile page. This is all for now. Thank you for watching. We will review the actual filling in of the form and displaying the values on the user's profile page in our next video.